What's up, guys? Here is my long-awaited Alakir 10-man heroic guide. So a lot of people have been enjoying the other guides that we made. This kill isn't going to be the cleanest. We kind of scraped by, I'm not going to lie. We have 2 deaths in it, and then we also mess up some other mechanics. But to be honest, our strategy has been getting pretty consistent, and we're pretty consistently getting past the first phase and even the second phase, getting into the third phase now. So this was our first kill. I'm going to kind of go over the strategy that you guys how you can replicate it, and then hopefully help you guys get your own kills. If you guys enjoy this type of content, feel free to let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel, it really does help me out. And other than that, for the start of the fight, basically, we're going to be starting out is spread around the circle on this platform. The way that we spread this out is we're very particular about it. I think that you should be, because this is the hardest part of the fight by far. It takes a little bit of planning. So basically what we have is we have 3 healers, and they're going to be spread out in basically thirds on the platform. We have a healer right here, we have a healer right here, and then we have a healer right here. And you have 10 people in the raid, and if you spread them out around this platform randomly, you're probably going to get some sides that are a little bit more overloaded than others, right? But what we try to do is we try to do 2 over here towards this top side. We're calling it 12 o'clock. If this were like a clock, we have 12 o'clock, and we have 2 o'clock, and then we have 4 o'clock, and we have 6 o'clock, we have 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, right? At 12, we have 2 people. At 2, we are supposed to just have our disc priest, right? Then at 4, again, we have 2 people. And then at 6, we just have our resto druid. At 8, we have 2 people. And at 10, we have 2 people, because that's how the math checks out. The reason we do this is because we want our healers to be the only people who are ever going to be in that spot, right? And this is important because you're going to see as this fight progresses, there's going to be these lightning fields. And these lightning fields become an issue very quickly. This is why a lot of people will say that there's RNG in this fight. And there's definitely is, right? RNG exists, but you need to start thinking about how you can play around RNG and how you can kind of adapt to it. Because there are going to be times where, of course, you just lose. Somebody gets hit by 3 or 4 of these things in a row, and it's just like unlivable, right? But for the most part, there are people who can do this fight consistently every single time, and they can make it through, and they'll be fine, right? So you got to figure out how you're going to adapt to it. But we like this setup because basically the way that we do it is that we have people who don't have great defensives paired with people who have pretty strong defensives, right? So for example, I'm playing an Ellie Shaman. I don't have great defensives, but I'm able to cast while moving, and I'm able to kind of heal myself a little bit. We had health stones too in the past. Those kind of helped. I have my Stone Claw Totem. I have like things I could do survive. I even race changed to Goblin, for example, because I didn't want to deal with that. And now I could rocket boots out of these things. I changed my talents, so now I have talents that give me damage reduction and healing increase. There's a lot of things that you can do to kind of plan for this fight to make it a little bit easier. Right? I'm also paired with a hunter, and I think my hunter has he has deterrence or something. Either he's just a Chad and he just sticks it, but he's able to kind of live through these things. In the past, I was paired with our arms warrior, and he could shield wall it, right? So basically, you want to do things to make it so if you are targeted by this, you have options. I also place myself directly next to our disc priest, so that if I need to, I can call for a leap of faith, and he can pull me out of here, right? We plan ahead so that when these things happen, we know what to do about them, right? So that's kind of how you're going to get through this phase. You need to plan, and you need to practice it, and you need to get through it. I'm going to stop pausing because I think that really encompasses a lot of this first phase, but I could show you another example of what planning might look like. So for example, when this wall comes in here, we get the wind wall, right? But there's other mechanics that you have to worry about. So for example, you might get screwed sometime where you get hit by an electric zone, and then you got this wall coming in, and then there's frost salt patches all over the place. You need to run to get into them, but then you get knocked back, right? That could happen. But I see that the wind burst is coming soon. So what you're going to see me do is I run up into the side, and I try to stay behind this because I know I'm going to get knocked back soon, and I don't want to get knocked back into the wall, right? So alternatively, if you know that the opening's in the back and you know that the wind burst is coming soon, what you can do is you can run forward, stay in front of the wall, and that way if you get knocked back, then you're going to be in the perfect position for that wall to not hit you. You need to plan ahead. This fight's all about planning and deciding where you're going to go kind of before it happens. So another example of this, of course, is you notice that this thing came out, this big cone of electricity. When this comes out, the reason that you kind of need to be spread out is because if you have multiple people in this cone, it chains between you. We have 3 people, and it's chaining between all 3 of us. So what's going to happen is our disc priest is going to run up, and I'm going to run right. What does the hunter do? He just stays in it, because the damage isn't horrible for one person, but when you have 3 people in here, you're going to all just start taking a massive amount of damage. So you can't be chaining to each other. You need to get out of it, right? So the hunter's going to stay, we're going to leave it, and we just kind of sidestep it. And then as soon as this goes away, I'm going to step back when I can, right? So it's all just about like you have one person tank it, everybody else gets out if you can. The person inside of it pops a defensive, and you just try to survive through this phase and push it to 20 or 80% as fast as you can, right? We're just doing our damage. We're just staying positioned. I really wish that there was more I could go over with this, but there's really not. You need to pair people up with defensives who can like handle it. If you have somebody who doesn't have a defensive, you need to figure out what you're going to do about that person. For me, like I said, it was the leap of faith. I'm just near people. I changed to goblin so I can handle it, right? There's like these little things. I mean, it sucks that you have to race change, but if you really want to prog this fight, it might help. You know, it's the little things that matter. Basically, I'll kind of showcase us getting through it now. This is one of our better pulls. We do end up losing our warrior here, but there's probably things he could have done to prevent this as well. I mean, I didn't see his perspective. It's possible that he got absolutely screwed, but maybe he had another defensive available. Maybe he could have done a rage regeneration. Maybe he could have called for something, called for a salve or something. Not salve, sack. But like, there are things that you can do. Just always remember that. That's all I want to say here. But once you get to the second phase, you kind of have to group up here. So we're going to go into a triangle formation over here. So what you're going to see is where these markers are. We have the X for your range stack here, and then our tank is going to be over here towards square, and then all of our melee DPS are going to be on triangle. The reason we do this is because we want the Stormlings away from the raid. We want the melee to be able to hit them in the back, because this is a damage rush, or like a push phase, right? And then we want all of our range right here, so the healers can hit this guy, and it's nice for the range because they can attack the Stormling. It just kind of spreads out the people a little bit. Also keep in mind that the Stormlings will spawn on raid members normally. I think entirely, actually, it'll spawn like near raid members. So when we do it like this, if it spawns on the melee group, it could kind of just pull here and the range don't take any damage. And if it spawns here, the melee don't take any damage. So it can be kind of nice, right? But you're going to notice the second one spawns. And this is where we mess up. Optimally, you don't want to kill this first guy until the third one spawns. And the reason for that is because you want to cycle this debuff that's going to get placed on the boss when they die. I'll show you this. This is when it's going to die early because of our diseases. And now we get this debuff. The debuff only lasts 20 seconds, so this is why you want the third one to come out before you kill it, because otherwise you're going to run into situations that it just becomes hard to juggle. They're going to notice we kill this X in time, but now this moon is now full HP, and it's like, it would be really nice if we could get some damage on it before we kill this one, because now we have 20 seconds to take this one down from full down to lower HP. And then you don't want to kill it too early, because then obviously you don't have a new one, and you're going to have to damage that one. I don't even know if we make this one in time. If we do, we're going to run into a similar issue, right? Doesn't look like we get it in time. Maybe I could have, but it just it becomes hard to juggle when you only have the two. This is why I recommend you wait until the third one comes out and then you kill the first one. But either way, we were able to make it through here, and you're going to notice we're going to lust here in a second. I think it's after we kill this one. Optimally, you want to lust when you have like 4 stacks, 5 stacks, because it gives you a damage increase. Right now it's at 10%. Now it's at 20%, right? So optimally, you want to get that buff to around like 40, 50%, and then you lust it. And then it gives your raid a lot more damage to push through this phase. Lust is also really nice for your healers, because your healers that way can keep up with the healing that's going out. Because this fight is annoying for healers because they get the stacking debuff. And the stacking debuff just does more damage over time, right? It ramps. So we're at 8 stacks right now. If you're playing a mage or like a rogue, a paladin, you can clear these stacks. So mage can ice block it, rogue can cloak them, paladin can bubble them. So that's what they were calling to do during this fight. I unfortunately can't do that, so you're going to notice it just ramps up for me. If you have a lot of people who don't have invulns, that's basically what's going to happen. But basically, we kind of push our way through this phase, and we kill the Stormlings and stuff. We just kind of keep the buff up as much as we can. I normally do this. Your melee don't really want to be hitting the Stormlings, so optimally it's nice to have like 1 or 2 ranged along with the tank, just kind of pumping these things down. At least Shamans are great for this because you can just chain lightning off of the boss, and then you're noticing I'm doing the most damage in the raid just because I just get to spam chain lightning the whole time. So it works out pretty well, and you can also do it while moving too, which is also super nice. Once you get past this phase is going to be the third phase, which a lot of people consider to be a cakewalk. This happens at 25%. Basically, what you need to do in this phase is you're going to fly up behind the boss. I forgot to mention is that because this debuff is ramping, you want to save your CDs for a little bit later in the phase. So you're noticing we're going to start rolling CDs here. So we're rolling him, we'll roll like DGs, we'll roll Trank. I don't think Aura Mastery works for this, but basically everything that we can. As far as raid leading this is concerned, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm pretty new to raid leading. So So I took advantage of delegation a lot for this fight. The healers were calling the healer CDs because they know when they need them. They can see the health bars. I'm focusing on the ads, so I'm the only one worrying about that, and I'm calling out what to do with them. I told everyone in our raid group, if you see an opening in the tornado, call it, because I'm not looking out for it all the time. It helps everybody, right? So just making sure that people know what to do in this second phase and like they're calling it can be really helpful. If you're a better raid leader than me, maybe you can call everything, but for the most part, I find that delegating for this fight specifically is really helpful. So, that helped me a ton. And then going into the third phase, this phase is considered to be one of the easier ones. Basically, you want to start out, you just want to fly up to the head of this guy, fly all the way up to the top. You're going to mark yourself. I recommend marking 2 people because there's a chance that you are going to get this lightning rod debuff, and when you do, then you're going to have to move out of the group, and then everybody's going to be like, oh, where do we go? So when you mark 2 people, mark yourself, mark somebody trusted, and then they're going to guide the raid. So everybody needs to stack on where that person is. We're going to go all the way to the top. And then right after that, we're going to go right below this cloud when it spawns, right? You're going to repeat this, and then you're going to go to the bottom, right? So once this next cloud spawns, we are going to go all the way to the bottom, and then we're going to go up. And you're kind of repeat the cycle over and over until the boss is dead. So I'll kind of showcase this. We go all the way to the bottom. Cloud is about to spawn. We're going to go up. When the next cloud spawns, we're going to go up 1 more. We go up 1 more, and then when the next cloud spawns, we're going to go all the way to the top. So it kind of just repeats like that until the boss is dead at this point. There's no more ramping damage. It's just kind of the clouds, a little passive damage. Kill the ads if you can. They're kind of annoying. You know, it's like guys are running around in the background, but aside from that, that's the fight, dude. Yeah, once you've gotten comfortable with this, then you'll be good. You know, so that person ran out with the debuff. I'm going to get into a second as well. So I'll just show you what you do when you get it. You notice you get lightning rod. You just run out to the side. You need to stay leveled with everyone. So notice right here, the boss is almost dead, so people are slacking. But this is bad. We can't have people above and below. We need everybody in the same line. Otherwise, what's going to happen is a cloud's going to spawn up here, and then we have nowhere to go. Like, we can run through it, but we're just going to take a shit ton of damage. It's not worth it. The other thing I would comment on in this phase is that we went all the way down to the bottom right here. And you notice how when we get knocked back by this ability, it dipped all of us into it, and we just took a ton of damage. Just going to easily wipe the raid. So just don't go all the way to the bottom. Leave a little bit of room, so that way if you get knocked back, then you're going to be okay. Right? But yeah, that's the whole fight. Once you get past the first phase, you get a little bit more comfortable on it. Like I said, it doesn't feel as RNG. It definitely feels like a skill thing once you get good at it. But at first, it's going to feel like RNG. It's going to take some reps. Once you get comfortable with it, though, you're going to kill it. Let me know in the comments below if this was helpful, if you have any questions. Other than that, if I missed anything, yeah. You can see I'm streaming live on Twitch. I have been streaming our raids. Having a lot of fun with it. So if anybody wanted to hang out for those, definitely check it out. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Oops. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. I hit the instant tab.
She's not gonna get that Resto Druid parse up for waiting.
Opening is a melee. Windburst is coming soon, so plan for it.
Catch the fish.
I'm staying in it.
Windburst.
Oh, fuck. I got picked up. I can't get you out.
If we make it through this phase, res burnt. Windburst coming soon. Resin?
Which side is he on?
Gonna be on the far side. Dale should be next to him. Opening the back. Watch the tornadoes when you res burnt. Have we found him yet?
Don't take that. Don't take that. Don't take it. Okay, you're good.
Tornado opening in the back. Don't kill that ad, please. Addon ranged.
Bro, I can't fucking target him. God damn it, dude.
I can save you every.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Enough. Middle.
Addon ranged.
Yeah, watch Add as well.
We gotta kill X here.
Stack up again.
Idiot. Ooh.
Yes. You add on melee. We're gonna kill Moon.
Fail, can you stack up a little more? So I can hit you with my light.
Stacks fall? Looks like stacks fall.
Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
Do
New
we wanna
ad
stay
coming
on
up.
the last one?
Yeah.
Far. Back.
Oh.
Let's
Kill
lust
skull.
after this.
You said what, Sam?
Let's lust after this.
Oh.
You ready to kill X?
Back on the left.
Immune if you haven't.
Ready to kill Moon, please? Nuke it. You out on melee?
Forming in the middle, kind of frontish.
We're gonna big damage on Skull.
Get a him in 10 seconds.
Recouping. I'm just gonna immune it. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
X is on range right now.
Coming.
You getting big
No.
damage on it?
Kill X.
Personals.
Not gonna die in time. Just hit the boss. That's fine. Go to the back of the head.
Stormling spawned on melee. It's down by triangle. It should make its way up.
We're stacking on diamond primarily. I've gotten the buff a lot. I'm not sure if it's a bug, but all the way to the top, please.
Turn off your lightning shield.
Everybody on me. We're gonna get a cloud here. We're gonna go down one. Down one. Stay on me. Hecker, you're a little low. Okay, get this Stormling. We're gonna cleave it, please. Run it back in. Stay on me still. We're gonna go down one. Or down all the way. Down all the way. Up one. Next lightning
was
cloud.
too high.
3 seconds. Everyone down. You need to be on me right now.
Back.
Or up one. We're gonna go up one here in
Go
2
the same
seconds,
level.
okay? Up one, up one. We're gonna go all the way up after this next one. All the way up, all the way up. We're gonna go down one. Down one. Okay, all the way down.
A little more. Come to square.
We're gonna go up one. Up, up, up.
Oh, fuck.
Personals if you got them. Stay alive. I got lightning rod. Stay untamed.
Don't kill the boss.
Up, up, up. Let's fucking go.
Oh!
Too easy.
It was all me, guys.
Right.
Essence of the Forlorn.
Okay,